Look, the Beely Good does work. He's off to work this morning. I just got here and got the excavator started up. They haven't, the skidder guy's here, but cutter's not here yet. And the D6 is down again with radiator problems. It started leaking again. So here's the top can for the radiator. It's got the folded core in it. I had all those replaced, and I've got a little fuel leak. Got to get that fixed. It's spraying oil or fuel somewhere and getting everything dirty, but the top can is just so rusted. Being a Florida machine, somebody probably never put antifreeze in it, and it's just rusted all to pieces. So all that is coming out and going into the cores there on it. And the problem is the can here is getting pinholes in it and it's leaking. As you can tell, it's just completely corroded out on the inside. So that being said, Cat does not have one of these in inventory, and it's like 3 weeks to build one for the fine price of like 23 or 2,400 bucks. On top of, I just spent almost 6,000 to fix all that. So yeah, I'm gonna have probably 10 grand in this radiator when it's all said and done. So I got to make some phone calls this morning and see if I can locate an aftermarket one of these bad boys, so I don't have to sit here and look at the dozer broke apart for the next month. The joys of equipment. New equipment don't look so bad after all, does it? Few def issues, couple computers and a wire. Oh, and a few thousand, you're back going. Oh, always something. You're screwed with the new equipment and you're screwed with the old equipment. Just pick your battles, I guess. Well, I'll tell you one thing, that dozer right there won't be around as long as that one will, so can't complain too much. Let's go down here and stack a burn pile up. Got a lot of rain coming here in about an hour. You can see the clouds are moving in really quickly, and maybe I can stack it up. Probably won't stump any till after the rain. I don't want to make a muddy mess. So they've drug a lot of wood out, trying to get everything. That's pretty much down there where those trees are laying down is the wet area where the pond's gonna go. So it got pretty wet from that 3 inches of rain we got the other day, and they're calling for another inch or so. So this is probably gonna be a little bit nasty when it's all said and done. He's down there now with the skidder dragging everything over here just so it's on this side of the hill, and getting it staged so that hopefully they can continue to dragging wood out after the rain. So got a big pile of tops right here. I'm gonna go ahead and stack them on the pile, and I got to be careful because I don't want to burn all my tops up before I get all the stumps up, but I think I'm still gonna have a plenty left. So I'm gonna stack all this up, and I don't know if it ain't incredibly windy, I may set it on fire tomorrow. I'll just have to wait and see what the weather looks like and see if I can't work on getting all this area right here cleaned up and stumped. Got a big old pile of tops. Firewood, as I call it. Boy, that stuff is back in there. How well this stuff will burn. It's still pretty green. Might have to let it sit another week. it'll be a raging inferno. But then they'll cut for another week, and I'll have, this is only 2 days worth of tops. I would have a mountain then. So, change of plans. I stacked some brush up on there, and with the rain coming, there's a few big trees down here in the bottom that the cutter man got, but he can't quite get to them with the skidder because there's some stumps pretty high and it's a little wet down there. So I'm gonna run down here with the excavator and pluck them out for him, and that way he can get them drug out before the rain does get here. And then that'll open up all that area down there that I can work on stumping and cleaning up this weekend. Sounds like a plan. I'm working my way over into the cut over here. Trying to find me a path between the stumps to get some of this wood that he can't quite get to out. Grab a few little random ones he missed. I mean, I got to clean them up anyways. I might as well put them into a drag for him to pick up. Oh, I just knew that wasn't going to fit. Probably already spent more in fuel than what that tree's worth, but we got to get rid of it, right? So I'm trying to just move some brush around and find the best route out here without driving over a bunch of stumps. A lot of people think you can just kind of bebop over all this stuff, but it's not exactly smooth and the best in the world for the undercarriage to drive over stumps. So just trying to grab some brush out of the way, open it up where I can get down in here. So this tree right here got hung up in the top of another one. Oh, it's really hung. Oh, stump. There we go. Oh, it's really hung up in there. Alright, making sure I won't about the back end of nothing. Let's try again to get this pine tree out. Oh, we're bringing the whole other tree down. Oh, we got it. The whole tree down. Boy, that's a big one. Alright. That one, oh, there was a tree stand in that one. Alright, let's figure out a path to get over here to get these pine trees out. Oh, tree stump. It's rough. That's how you tear your machine up. I can look and see where all the stumps are and plan accordingly. I'll just brush up. I'll probably do another burn pile somewhere down in here, but obviously I got the stump first. Couple pieces of that pulpwood. I think I can grab them relatively easy. Drag them into a skid. we got it now. I think. Now I'm going to have to, what I'm going to have to do, I got to go around and grab them and drag them out now. There goes the big girl. Pulpwood up there. I had to get it out of the way to track over here. Maybe we can grab it all there and haul it up there. There we go. Get what he can. Stuff right here is just too small to get anything out of, and he's got to cut it down to be able to navigate to the big trees, so it just kind of all ends up run over and smashed into the ground. I'm going to try to break that up. It is easier to rake this stuff up when it's not soaking wet from a rain, so there is rain coming. Right there, I can get this picked up and set over there. Alright, we're getting in a wet area here. This is one of the old skid drags from when they logged it in '98, I think, when they cut it, or it was clear cut. Never managed. Somebody's found me. Dig this stump up right here. See how hard this one is to get up. Looks like a maple tree. So we are actually in the pond site now. got to work with down here. Probably have to dig, well, I probably shouldn't dig a hole. It's just going to turn liquidy. Looks like we got some pretty decent clay down here. Well, let me rephrase that. Not clay for building a pond dam, but good clay for holding water. Oh, we got us another good one. Pine trees are gone now. I'm going to, what am I going to do? Looks like there might be a few more hardwood trees over there. Try to grab them and get this cleaned up. Might just have to come back after the rain. Well, that worked out pretty good. Ended up with about 5 drags of wood rounded up. Just made another little one of pulpwood. Just a few random logs that get scattered around. So pretty much they don't have a whole lot left. Maybe another, probably 3 tractor trailer loads right in there and over here, and then the cutter's going to come back and mow some more trees down. So pretty much what I'm going to work on probably after the rain today and tomorrow and the next day is kind of everything from here all the way to the wood line, get all that raked over and stumped up. Probably do another big burn pile down here and just keep making progress where I can. Getting out one more load of tree length pulpwood before it rains. It's gonna be here in about probably 15-20 minutes. I'm gonna see if I can't call and order the parts, or see if I can't locate some parts for that dozer and let the rain pass through, and then probably go back down there and stump some more. I just assume leave it solid until the rain's done. If not, everything just turns into a giant mud hole. Well, we were 10 minutes down the road at lunch and it barely wet the ground, but it appears it fell a flood here. It's a little windy, but it's blowing to the north, so I think I'm gonna go down there and try to strike a match and set a fire. So we're looking to start a fire and everything's pretty green. The Beely Good said I could get into his barnwood pile and get some of this good old 100-year-old wood. He's gonna burn it, so I figured why not go ahead and help him out. I don't think this tarp's doing any good. Well, it did keep some wood dry, didn't it? We might as well get some dry wood. I think those are the windows he wanted to save. Hold on. I think this will get the fire going. Some 100-year-old barnwood. Let's go get a fire started. So with diesel fuel at $5.50 a gallon, we couldn't afford to put any more than 1 gallon on it. We couldn't do the old J pay dirt and bring the fuel wagon out here because it's just financially not in the budget out here. So we're going to have to stick with some pine straw and some old barn wood. Do what you got to do, but it should catch up. Should get a hot spot in there, and I'll start laying some more brush on top of it, and should have a decent fire here before long. So I think the old fire is going to take off pretty good. It's starting to get hot in there now. I'll lay a little of this material kind of crisscrossed in there. That way you kind of get some air to it. See how well it takes off. It's going to burn all right, but it's not going to be a huge raging fire just because this stuff is so green and wet. But I'm just trying to get rid of some of it so I don't have such a huge pile, because it does start to add up pretty quickly. See, all this stuff right here is on top of stumps, so I've got to clean all this up before I can stump this area. So it's kind of stupid just to move it and then move it again. So if I can just put it straight on the fire, cut out one more step of the process there. We'll see what happens. It's hot in there. I think it'll take on off. Find out in about 10 minutes. Oh, we got more brush. Got some pine. That'll probably burn pretty good. Catch up, and we'll go stump some more. Time to stack up the fire again. It's kind of burnt down some. We'll grab some of these tops that he drug down and pile them up on the fire. Start getting rid of all this, that way I can stump this area that's under this brush. Fire's starting to get pretty hot in there now. Not spreading through the pile like I thought it would with that wind. I thought it was going to take it through the pile, but it's just not taking it through there. So regardless, it's drying it out. I just keep adding stuff on top of what's burning, and it'll slowly creep through there, but it's just not burning right through it like it normally would. But that stuff is wet and green, so that does make a big difference. Although that right there did just go away from here. Getting toasty. Well, some of that stayed on there. Grab and that'll clean this up. I'll let it burn down some and stump this little area and just kind of keep laying everything on here as I keep cleaning up. Get a good hot spot. It'll burn down tonight, and then I'll come back in the morning and shove everything back on top of the pile again, and it'll burn for what it's worth. At least it'll kind of help get rid of some stuff so it doesn't pile up so bad. Then I'll go down there and to the bottom and work on clearing out some more area and build another pile. Doesn't look like any rain next week, so it'll probably sit a good week or so, and then maybe be able to burn down there. Kind of just keep doing my piles one at a time here. A lot of branches here. Alright, I think this is going to burn down well. I'm going to clean up another area and go ahead and get that stumped and dump some more on the fire. So I didn't get any video of it because I was slightly panicked. I had a little freak accident happen. My quick coupler caught on fire. You may ask yourself, how does metal catch on fire? Well, inside of it there's a cylinder and there's a pocket in there. And evidently it was full of nice dry pine straw. And needless to say, when I was stacking the fire up, I guess some embers got in there, and I was like, why is it smoking? And took the stumper off, and all of a sudden it caught on fire. I was like, uh-oh, that's not good. There's some hydraulic hoses in there and a lot of fittings and fluid if it gets that far. So luckily it did just rain, so I went over there and I shoved the whole coupler down in a mud puddle, and that pretty well put the fire out. Then I took a stick and raked all of the unburnt pine straw out, so hopefully I shouldn't have to worry about that for quite a while. Another thing on the checklist to do. I normally keep it cleaned out on top, but honestly, with the bucket on there, you can't even see the cylinder in there, but it was packed slam full of pine straw and leaves. I guess they fall down in there when you're clearing. But sure enough, it caught on fire. I was like, uh-oh. Luckily, it looks like I got it out before it even started to scorch any of the hoses, so. Just another day, right? Never a dull moment. That stump is in the ground. nuts. What I don't need is the coupler to catch on fire and melt the hoses. While I got an attachment on there, I would never be able to get it off. Rake on the back on the Komatsu dozer. I can use it to blade right through all this. Got us a big white oak stump here, or red oak. It's actually going to come up pretty decent now. Got those shallow roots and it's rotten. Level here is a little bumpy. Pop a few more up and then throw some more brush on that pipe. Oh, the old Volvo is not happy with me. She's got everything in the world wrong with it now. Oh boy, I think it's time to hightail it up here to the truck before it derates again. I swear. The new equipment's got all this problems and the old equipment's got old age problems. Oh, I just can't win, can I? Well, it seems to be holding together. I went to change the buckets out and it didn't die, so I probably should not be next to the fire, but I'm gonna try to get some stuff put on it. And worked so hard to get a good fire going. I feel like I need to keep some stuff on here burning. About this thing. Here it is going on a holiday weekend. Ain't nobody going to be worried about my problems. That's why I'm going to end up with another machine for long, mark my word. I hate being dependent on just one machine. Death. a short somewhere in this thing. It goes from fine and dandy to problem to fine and dandy again. Now we're losing all our RPMs. Oh, there goes all our power. We should probably get away from the fire. Oh, I'm frustrated. So much for getting anything done out here this weekend. Well, she's dead in the water. It's got something to do with the EGR again. So they'll have to come out here and check that out. But right now I was able to limp myself back up here, and that's about all she's gonna do today. Well, that pretty much kills me for doing anything this weekend. So I guess I'll have 3 days off. Maybe that's the mechanic. It is. Well, since she's dead and everybody decided to go home for today, I'm gonna run down there with the dozer. And that one's broke, so I can't run it either. Betty's still down. Haven't gotten it fixed yet. I got 3 machines broke down right now. That's just dandy. I'm gonna take the dozer down there and see if I can't push the pile up a little bit, just so it'll burn what it'll burn. Well, the fire has actually burnt down pretty good. I got a couple stumps I'm gonna try to run around here. I didn't bring my darn camera that I normally put on the outside of the dozer on there. I'm gonna try to run around here and push up all the loose ends, and maybe that'll get the fire back going pretty enough. It'll carry it on through that pile and burn as much as possible. Well, I got the fire pushed up the best I could with the dozer, which actually isn't half bad, and then I just kind of bladed over everything that I've already stumped, and just kind of got it knocked down some. So that's pretty much a wrap. I'm gonna go up here and park the dozer, and we'll look at the log pile, and that's pretty much a wrap until I can get the excavator fixed. Really nothing else I can do here. It sucks. Well, it's dried out some, still not enough to get the log truck in here, but it should dry out by after the holidays. So starting to get a pretty good little pile here again. I forgot how many loads they hauled off. 10 or so, I think. But pretty much the pulpwood sticks. Good old load of pickup sticks. And got a little pine right there, and then all the tree length pine right there. So pretty much they'll take it if it'll stay in the truck. And grab and mix all that in there, and then put some nice ones over top of it, so it looks like a nice load. The loader's so big it just grabs it all in one big bunk anyway, so it don't really matter if it's got a little bit of branches in it. It all goes into a wood chipper and ground up. So all right, well, stay tuned. I don't know what the results are on the excavator, but it'll probably be a week it'll be down, so won't be doing anything else here for quite a while. And I'll go see what else I can work on in the meantime.